CL 650, in association with Tom Lucas Productions, presents Radio Real Estate.
Our house in the middle of our street.
And now, here are your hosts, Sherry Brown and Tom Lucas.
Good morning. Welcome to the On-Air Open House. It's great to see you again.
Thank you. It's great to see you, Tom.
Thank you so much. And Bill, yes, you're here.
Thank you.
And Bill, just you like this, there's only 10 days to now to St. Patrick's Day.
Absolutely.
So we can trust that you're going to bring something in special for that show?
Last year I had
I can't remember.
Irish asparagus spears.
Irish asparagus spears?
Yes.
It's not easy to say.
No, it's not.
Did your mom give you the recipe for that?
Yes, she did.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to that. So
We should have dig deep for that one, though, I had to tell you.
I guess so. So Bill Macklem, who is our accredited mortgage professional, is with us on the show. He is also the president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. You will have the weekly mortgage rate update soon, right?
Absolutely, and they're wonderful.
Yeah.
And Bill will also be answering your mortgage question of the week.
Yes, I will be, and it'll be an easy question because it's an easy answer. And I'll be talking later about, I think this is number 13 in our series of financing for seniors.
Good. And Finn Jensen, our Radio Real Estate home handyman, says there are good, affordable properties to be had.
And we'll be joined by our special guest on the phone line this morning. We're speaking with Mark Biofsky. He is the CEO of EA Renovations, and we're going to chat to Mark about the renovation industry and about some of the springtime chores that people want to get done around their houses.
And Sue Warner, regional manager for Legal Shield, will be on the show to chat about Go Small Biz and how you can make it a part of your small business plan.
Bill's mortgage question of the week is coming right up. If you have a question for Bill, just go to our website, radiorealestateshow.ca. You can put your question there, leave your name, leave your question. We'll get it to Bill and get an answer on the show, right?
That's right. It's very easy to do, and I know that Bill will scour the earth to find the right answer.
And the one thing I like about Bill, he gives you more than just a one-word answer.
He does.
He could sometimes,
yes.
But he gives you more than a one-word answer.
And Andrea Jacques of Keller Williams Elite Realty will chat about what's happening with real estate in the Tri-Cities.
Mark Perry, the Radio Real Estate voice of the Valley, will bring us up to date on some of the great activities happening out in the Fraser Valley this weekend. Plus, he has some special news about Inglewood Courtyard.
It's 10:02, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy CL 650.
And it's time now for the weekly mortgage rate update with our resident mortgage expert, Mr. Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Billy, what's up this morning?
I'll tell you. Well, it's not up, they're down.
They're down.
They're down.
Even better.
Yes, the prime rate has stayed the same, which was a surprise for a lot of people. I was reading some articles whereby they thought that it was a good move by Mr. Pollack to do that. What it did is it kind of stabilized the market. Apparently, the manufacturing industry is starting to increase already, so they're quite pleased with that output. Still think you're going to see a drop sometime in the next 2 to 4 months. You might even see 2. So that's going to be coming. So a variable rate is still the mortgage of choice, if that's what you want to call it. On a 5-year fixed, you're looking at 2.79, 2.75. In some cases, as low as 2.69 if you don't want any service or if you're going to close within 30 days. There's some quick closes, so the rates are pretty good.
That sounds pretty darn fine. Hey, Bill is going to answer the mortgage question of the week in just a couple of minutes. And later on in the show, we'll be chatting with our very special guest, Mark Biofsky. He is the CEO of EA Renovations. And before we do anything else, I should tell you that today is a very special day on the show. Very special day. Yeah, time has come today. Cuckoo. So before you go to bed tonight, what do? Hands up in the studio.
You, can I answer?
Yes, go, Sherry, yes.
You put the clocks ahead.
Ahead. That's
I'm
right.
so excited about
we
doing
spring
that.
ahead, we lose 1 hour's sleep.
We do, but it's all worth it because it will be lighter for longer in the evenings.
And to make up for it, I'm going to go to bed 3 hours earlier tonight.
Good.
Just to make up for that. It's 10:04. You're listening to the Radio Real Estate Show, our original on-air open house. And you've got us live on CL Radio, Smooth and Easy, CL 650.
Hi, it's Mark with EA Renovations Limited. I can turn your outdated house into something you'll be proud to call home. Whether you're looking for a new kitchen, bathroom, addition, or even a new custom home, look no further than EA Renovations. Let us create the home you deserve. Call 604-825-0789 today or visit earenos.com to arrange your free in-home estimate.
When it's time to make a move, reach out to Redpath Relocations. We are Vancouver's most professional office moving company. No matter what your business, we have the experience to get you into your new space in the most efficient manner possible. Our full spectrum of relocation services will leave you and your staff free to focus on your business. We offer move management, green initiatives, and our promise is to leave you happy. Call 604-945-9910 or visit redpathrelocations.ca.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem. In these busy and hectic times with family and business responsibilities, it is difficult to find the time to sit down with your mortgage broker and discuss all your mortgage options. I'm available to meet with you at your place of work, your home, our office, or at a place convenient for you. Please give me a call at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663.
CI 650.
Clock on the wall says 12 noon. Guess I better get up soon.
Clock on the wall says 12 noon, so I'm either early or late. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but tonight is the night, right, Bill? 2 o'clock?
Absolutely.
Or before you go to bed tonight.
Spring forward.
Spring forward. Set your clocks ahead 1 hour. And
Absolutely.
we'll keep reminding people about
Do
that.
it before you go to bed so you can actually, when you wake up
Remember.
in the morning, you won't notice that it's an hour early.
You know, I do this, and there are things like the computer and what have you that take care of themselves, but then there are, counted up how many watches and clocks you have around your house and in the car that you've got to change. I've come up with about 14 or 15, I'm sure,
Wow.
you know. So what I'm going to do all day Sunday is just change clocks.
Well, not like that, then you got to be a technological expert.
What?
A technological expert.
Oh, I like that. So, Sherry Brown, we have a question for Bill this week.
We do. Our question this week comes from Sarb Gingerwall of Newton. Sarb would like to know if people can turn to a mortgage broker for financial solutions other than just mortgages.
That's a really good question. Thanks, Sherry. So, Sarb, if you're looking to look at your financial situation, you certainly would probably want to talk to a mortgage broker if you've already had one in your life, because they already know your credit score, they already know your assets, your liabilities. They kind of have a good idea what your financial situation looks like. If you're looking to get established because you might have bad credit, so you can in the future buy a home, you'd probably want to talk to your mortgage broker. If you're thinking of trying to solve a situation, you probably want to talk to your mortgage broker because they have a better idea of what's going on. They have the full goods, and there's no charge for it. So it's probably not a bad thing to do to talk to someone like us.
So
It's
the answer,
free.
so the answer would be yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank you, Bill. Well, you can always get expert mortgage information online by visiting BillyMac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, MAC.com, or call Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
And a little later on in the show this morning, Bill will be talking about money for seniors again, right?
Yes, we will be.
All right. It's 10:08 right now on the Radio Real Estate Show. Andrea Jock of Keller Williams Elite Realty is on the line. Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning, Tom. Hi, Sherry.
Isn't it splendid? Spring as well. It's not quite here, but really it should be here officially, don't you think?
Oh, it sure should be. It's beautiful out. The cherry blossoms are looking fantastic on the properties already.
Just stop it. You make me want to go outside and do the show today. So listen, what's going on out there in the Tri-Cities?
It's been a great week in the Tri-Cities. Spring has come early and not just weather-wise. There are lots of great new listings coming on the market every day for buyers to choose from. So if you're buying and you find a home you like, you should act fast. Chances are it won't be on the market for long in today's market. Today I'm featuring a fantastic new home located at 3886 Oxford Street. Don't let the address fool you. It is at the top end on the quiet side of Oxford, next to all the new Burke Mountain new construction homes without the price tag. This brand new 5,700 square foot home was a builder's own home and comes with tons of extras. You will love the grand great room, hand-scraped hardwood flooring with radiant heat, coffered ceilings, and wainscoting throughout. A stunning kitchen with gorgeous cabinetry, large white center island, and top-of-the-line stainless appliances with gas range stove all overlook the cozy family room with gas fireplace. What is great about this home is it's set up for multi-family generations. There's an in-law suite on the main floor and an additional 2-bedroom legal suite downstairs along with 2 additional bedrooms. 10 in total with 8 bathrooms. On the market for $1.288. Call today for your private viewing. Tomorrow from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Inlet Theatre, join host Ivan Sayers for a glamorous fashion show event, and you can purchase your tickets online at inlettheatre.ca. This is Andrea Jock for Radio Real Estate.
When you've decided to buy or list in the Tri-Cities, call Andrea Jacques at 604-783-3124. That's 604-783-3124, or visit pinnaclegrouprem.com.
Thank you, Sherry. It's 10 after 10 coming up. We'll be speaking with our very special guest on the phone line this morning, Mark Biofsky. He is the head guy over there at EA Renovations. And we'll also speak with Sue Warner, who is regional manager for Legal Shield. She's going to talk to us about something called Small Biz. Go Small Biz. Can you use it for your business? I think so. We'll get details coming up.
This is Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty with mortgage expert Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgage, our producer Dwayne Bishop, and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Radio Real Estate, Vancouver's original on-air open house on smooth and easy CIL 650.
When you need movers that are ready and reliable, reach out to Redpath Relocations. We are Vancouver's most professional moving company. Our green initiatives utilize environmentally friendly e-crates that allow your move to be completed 20% faster than traditional moving boxes. Our 30,000 square foot secure state-of-the-art storage facility is designed to handle everything from household goods to museum collections. Whether the path you're on takes you across the street or around the world, reach out to Redpath Relocations. Call 604-945-9910 or visit us at redpathrelocations.ca.
If you've recently purchased or you're thinking of purchasing a house that is in dire need of some upgrades, then look no further. Hi, it's Mark from EA Renovations Limited. Fully licensed and insured, we'll turn your new house into a home you will be proud of. We do what it takes to ensure you're completely satisfied and make your renovation as painless as possible along the way. Call 604-825-0789 today or visit earenos.com to arrange your free in-home estimate.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Over the past 25 years, I have found most home purchasers do not use a mortgage broker. We are a no-charge professional who have assisted over 5,000 home buyers finance their home. The exciting part is these same home buyers come back to us for refinancing, buying their next property, or lowering their current payments. Call us at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
Vancouver weather.
Not bad out there for the very first weekend of March. Lots of sunshine today. Highs 12 degrees, except maybe up to 17 inland. UV index about 3 or moderate.
And tomorrow you're looking at sunny, becoming a mix of sun and cloud in the afternoon. And on Monday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 13, and it may be 17 inland.
And right now it is 12 degrees on the Radio Real Estate Show.
Radio Real Estate weather is presented by Legal Shield. Buying a home doesn't stop at the real estate agent. Movers, landscapers, hiring contractors, landlord or tenant strata issues, possible noisy neighbors. Know your rights. For more information, visit 247legal.net.
CIL 650. If I could turn back time, if I could turn back time.
Well, that would be nice if we could turn back time, but this weekend we want to turn ahead.
Turn ahead time.
1 hour. Now in the fall, we can have Cher back on and she can sing Turn Back Time, and that would be correct.
That's
but
right.
At this point, we turn ahead.
Turn ahead.
Lose an hour's sleep, set your clocks ahead 1 hour before you go to bed tonight.
I'll get right on that.
Get on it right now. 13 after 10 o'clock, our very special guest on the show this morning is Mark Biofsky. Mark is the CEO, the head guy over at EA Renovations Limited. And let's say good morning to Mark. Mark, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Nice to hear from you. Nice to hear. How's your week been? Are you people doing lots of renovations, and the springtime is almost here?
Yeah, we're keeping really busy, actually.
What sort of things are you working on, Mark?
Oh, let's see. We got a whole house renovation going on in South Surrey, and another job just across the street where it's bathrooms and kitchen. We got a bathroom and a repipe in Coquitlam, a bathroom in Port Moody, and a bathroom in Burnaby going on.
So you are keeping busy.
We are keeping busy. Yeah, yeah, things are hopping. That's for sure.
So now, if somebody's interested in having you come over to maybe have a look at their home and try to figure things out with them, Mark, EA Renovations, they give you a call. They call you. They go to your website. They have a look around. They like what they see. They give you a call. How does the process work? You go over and see them, and then what happens?
Yeah, basically what I usually ask people to do, because I get a lot of requests. Excuse me. What I usually ask people to do is send me an email with their contact information, best dates and times to meet, a brief description of what they want done, and then I'll get together, I'll phone them back within 24 hours or email them, and we'll figure out time to meet, go in, take a look, and see what they want to do. make some suggestions. If I see something that doesn't sound quite right with what they want to do, and go from there.
If you watch a lot of these programs on television, these renovation programs, they say it's going to cost X amount of dollars. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the bedroom. We're going to do the bathroom. We're going to do the living room. We're going to do downstairs. And then sooner or later, they always run into some sort of problem. Is that reality? Do you usually find that there are some sort of problems hidden behind the walls?
There's always something comes up, right? It's not necessarily a problem, but we've never done a job where it's stayed exactly as it was planned out.
Yeah,
something always changes, right? Either the client decides they want to do something else. I mean, they got all these walls ripped open and figure, well, I might as well add this at the same time, right? I already got you guys in here. Let's do this.
And sometimes when those problems arrive too, it just adds a little bit onto the price tag, and people maybe say, well, I need some more money for this. Should I go and see my friendly mortgage broker, Bill? Is there money available for this sort of thing?
Yes, there is. We do a lot of renovations. We'd like to work with Mark ahead of time so that when we do the budget, he has a budget in place. We do an as-is situation, so we do an appraisal on the property as is, and then do a projected value of the property once those improvements are made, so we can build in some financing so that Mark is sure that not only is the client going to be able to pay for it, but he's going to be able to complete the project.
Could somebody maybe give Mark a call? Mark goes over and makes an estimate and says it's going to cost X amount of dollars, and then they come and see you, or is that the best way to do it?
That'd be the best way, because Mark does what they call a complete plan. So when he does his renovation budgets, if you're just doing like a bathroom and kitchen, then he would come in with this is what it's going to cost. These are the cost of the goods. There's the cost of the labor. There's the cost of renovations. And then the client looks at it and says, okay, well, it's going to cost me, let's say, $80,000 or $100,000. So then Mark will say, well, let's make sure you get your financing in place.
So now, Sherry, as a realtor, somebody has a renovation done to their home. It could add value to the property, right?
Absolutely. One of the things I was going to bring up, Mark, is we are living in the age of the DIYs, the do-it-yourselfers. We have all these shows on TV, and people get inspired, and they think, I could put in that hardwood floor. I don't need to hire a guy named Mark.
Want to bet?
Yeah.
But, as a realtor, I've seen so many projects that people have done and not quite completed, or it actually just looks terrible. So it actually decreases the value of the house because a buyer walking in realizes they'll have to rip it all out and do it all over again. And I know that really to go to the professional is really the way to go. If you don't know what you're doing, please go to the professional. And I think that you guys do give free estimates.
Yes, we do, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, so that do-it-yourselfer who's thinking of maybe doing it, first time they've ever done it, call you in and just, see. And really, you know what, it is worth it to spend the extra money and have a professional such as yourself. You've been doing it for years and years, and exactly, you can run into those problems, and you know how to battle those problems that come up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, once, Mark, I tried to do something myself, and I thought, forget it. From here on, I call a guy like Mark, and he'll come over and take care of me because you know what you're doing. I know that a house that starts with two pieces of wood, and I wouldn't know how to put them together and start from there. So thank God there's a guy like Mark around. Mark, if somebody's listening today and they're thinking about doing some renovations and they'd like to give you a call, have you got a phone number we could pass along?
Yeah, absolutely. It's 604-825-0789.
All right, that's 604-825-0789. We're talking to Mark. He's the head guy over at EA Renos, and your website, great website too, is earenos.com, earenos.com. What areas do you cover, Mark?
We basically cover all of the Lower Mainland.
Okay, well that's quite a wide range.
Yeah, I mean, we like I say, we have jobs they go all over the place, and you go where the work is, right?
No, absolutely. Now, we're a couple of ways to the official beginning of spring. If people want to have something done for spring, is there still time to get a hold of you and get the job underway?
Yeah, get a hold of me. We are booking up, though. Right now we're booking jobs for late April, May, and on from there.
So what kind of projects do people want you to do? You come over to their house, you sit down, you have a chat. What sort of things are they looking for, Mark?
I get a wide range of things to do. Most, a lot of them are bathrooms. Probably the majority are bathrooms, and then you get kitchens, and then you get the people that want to do the whole house. I get a lot of people calling me that have just purchased a house, and they want to do a bunch of renovations before they move in. I'd probably say 25% of our business is that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to add value to their house, would you suggest that perhaps they do the bathroom and the kitchen? Are those the two rooms to fix up first?
Yeah, I would say start with there.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of a tricky one, though, and Sherry, you can weigh in on this one if you want. But I kind of think that the biggest value is added when you're doing kind of a general renovation to the whole house. Because yeah, you can renovate your kitchen and you can renovate your bathroom, and those two might look great. But if the rest of the house looks like crap or is really dated, then it's not going to make that huge of a difference.
Have you seen my house? What is
Yes, you're absolutely right, Mark. It is, definitely spend the money in the kitchen and the bathrooms. It's kitchens and bathrooms all the way. But, you can do things, and I know you've seen this over the years, do small adjustments to living rooms and dining rooms, such as lighting or taking that wood paneling down, or, there's different things you can do to spruce it up that really won't cost a lot of money. That's why kitchens and bathrooms are the most expensive, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So, save a little bit of money, a couple $1,000s to, update the other areas to make it complement it all.
Yeah, exactly.
I would imagine.
I mean, it could be as simple as just painting the walls, even.
Yeah, sometimes you're right. That's right. I would imagine too that if people would call you, you would come over, you'd sit down, you'd figure things out with them, and probably what they would pay you, they'll get back when they sell the house, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they will. It's you know what, it does add value. Of course, it depends on what you're putting in, and that's where Mark would come in. Is you might not need that granite on the countertop if you're just going to turn around and sell the house. But there's all kinds of other products that you could use. And I know that Mark and his team at EA Renovations are experts in all kinds of suggestions.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Mark, the procedure begins to give you a call, right? Again, your telephone number is?
604-825-0789.
604-825-0789. And your website?
EARenos.com.
Sounds good. So, listen, you have a happy weekend and get back to work. I guess we'll let you have the weekend off. Are you getting the weekend off? I should have asked first before I say. I see.
I might take a little bit of time off. I want to get out. Maybe I'll get outside for an hour and enjoy some of this beautiful sunshine.
Or you'll get outside and your wife will make you work in your house, right?
Yeah. Mine's always the last to get done.
It's always the way. It's always the way. Like the dentist has bad teeth, the barber's bald, and the guy that does the renovations has to work in his own house.
Exactly.
Mark, it's been a pleasure talking to you again. Your telephone number is 604-825-0789, 604-825-0789, and his website is earenos.com. That's earenos.com. Mark, thank you for being with us. Thanks for being part of our show, and we'll chat again real soon.
You're very welcome. You guys try and get out and enjoy this beautiful day.
We will. Thanks, Mark. Thanks so much. 22 minutes after 10 o'clock, it's the Radio Real Estate Show. You've all heard about that movie, 50 Shades of Grey?
Yes.
They're what are you laughing at?
Yes, I saw 50 Shades of Grey.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? There's another version of 50 Shades of Grey coming out, and it's for all the farmers out in Langley. It's called 50 Shades of Hay.
Oh, okay.
You might
good. I'm looking forward to that version.
We'll just put that one in the garbage right away. This is the Radio Real Estate Show, and it's time now to say hi to Sue Orner. Sue is the BC Regional Manager for Legal Shield. Good morning.
Good morning, Tom. Hello, everybody. This morning I'd like to talk about one of our supplemental plans that is called a rider. We're able to add that onto our Legal Shield Small Business Plan. Our small business plan is designed for the small business owner with less than 100 employees. It gives them access to one of our top quality law firms right here in the BC Lower Mainland for a minimal monthly fee. That rider plan that Legal Shield offers, it's called Go Small Biz, which is a partnered company that was founded in 1996 by the NFL Hall of Famer Fran Tarkenton. Being a huge football fan myself, I totally remember Fran Tarkenton well. I also know that he's a very successful businessman and a veteran entrepreneur. From the ground level up, Fran has built over 20 successful companies. He understands what it takes to get a business up and running to its full potential. With his wealth of knowledge and expertise, he wanted to reach out and find a way to help other small business owners succeed at their businesses. It was at that time that Go Small Biz was established to provide online business consultation, software tools, business coaching, and training courses, all the tools necessary to help support the growth of their small businesses and give them the backing they need to run and protect them while not breaking the bank. For one low monthly fee, the small business owner can ask all the questions they want as often as they want. It is unlimited. The plan also provides a website builder to create, customize, host, and maintain their website. Weekly mentoring sessions from Fran and his experts, instruction on how to utilize social media, supplied with a transaction tracker to help with basic accounting functions. There's online training courses and a business and legal forms library where you can download templates and generate documents, waivers, releases, buy-sell agreements, licensing agreements, and a whole lot more. Currently, Go Small Biz serves over 47,000 small business owners throughout North America. Through Legal Shield, we are able to offer Go Small Biz at a reduced rate for our members. Next week, my colleague Patricia LaPena will be here to discuss problems in the workplace. I'm Sue Warner with Legal Shield for Radio Real Estate.
For more information, visit Legal Shield at 247legal.net. That's 247legal.net.
Thank you so much, Sherry. In the next segment of our program, we'll be joined by Mark Perry, our radio real estate voice of the Valley. And this morning, Mark will be chatting about some of the activities that are taking place this weekend in the Fraser Valley. Plus, we have an update on Inglewood Courtyard.
And I'll be chatting about a realtor who didn't pay her taxes
You
on
gotta
my
be kidding.
Celebrity Real Estate Gossip.
Not in
A
Canada.
realtor that doesn't pay their taxes?
I know,
That's
right?
not in Canada, not in BC, is it?
No,
Oh,
it's in the
thank
U.S.
Lord.
No,
All right.
we all pay our taxes here.
Absolutely. Whether we want to or not. It's 26 minutes after 10:26. Good morning. I'm Tom Lucas with our co-host, Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty, Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages, and our producer is Dwayne Bishop, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy, CIL 650.
Remember the last time your friends didn't help you move? Our family has helped move families and businesses around the world for the past 35 years. Redpath Relocations understands its needs of its clients. We offer walkaway service from your old office furnishings, donating them to local charities or environmentally friendly recycling. Check us out at redpathrelocations.ca or give us a call at 604-945-9910. Here at Redpath Relocations, we understand the business. We're always ready, always reliable.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. As a successful broker-owner, I have developed a team of mortgage professionals that support me and my clients. If you're confused with all the mortgage chatter of do's and don'ts, my mortgage team is ready to answer your questions to determine the best mortgage for you. Call 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
CIL 650, anytime at all.
Anytime at all. But don't forget, tonight is the night you set your clocks ahead. Ahead.
Not behind.
No, not behind, ahead.
Because you could really be late.
You would certainly be late. You'd be late for maybe for work tomorrow. You'd be
Church.
late for church, meeting your friends for a jog in the bog. Whatever you're doing tomorrow, you don't want to be late, so set that clock ahead.
That kind of rhymed.
What, jog in the bog?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Sherry came in whistling that today. You're going for a jog in the bog, aren't you? A little
I
hike?
am, yes. I'm going for a little hike.
You're going to hike with her bike?
Hike with a bike.
No bike.
Okay, let's just drop this right now while we can. It's 28 minutes after 10 o'clock. It's the Radio Real Estate Show on Smooth and Easy, CIL 650. Mark Perry is our voice of the Valley. We have him standing by on the line. He's calling in from Chilliwack. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Sherry. How are you?
I'm good. You having a great weekend so far?
Just beautiful out here today in the Fraser Valley. Everything's looking fine. And lots of good stuff going on, too.
And don't forget tonight, before you go to bed, Mark, to set your clock ahead 1 hour as we spring forward into daylight savings time.
Stay up later. Is that how it works?
I guess you will be. You'll be losing an hour's sleep. Every Saturday morning, you come on the show with us, and we're so pleased to hear from you, and you tell us what's going on out there in the Fraser Valley. And I understand you've got a few activities for us this weekend.
First one in my neck of the woods in Chilliwack at the Heritage Park. The Chilliwack Historical Arms and Antique Show is on, and that's on until 5 p.m. today, and tomorrow 9 to 3 it is. We've also got at the Trade X, BC Boat and Sportsman Show, so anybody that's a recreational boater or a sportster should go out, because there's all kinds of fishing, boats, camping, and lodges that have their exhibits there, so please go and have a look at that.
And there's one more thing going on, too, we should make note of, I think.
We should, because we should talk a little bit about Inglewood Courtyard. We just did our grand opening for our show suites on Thursday, think there was about 45 realtors that came out, wrote a deal on that day as well. This is a great thing for anybody that's looking for retirement and an adult lifestyle community.
What were some of the comments you were hearing during the open house this past week?
The show suites were beautiful. That's the underlying comment. Lots of space, big windows. People just looking to downsize, thinking, "Wow, this is out there, and this is a great stuff."
You're so close to everything out there.
We're within walking distance to Garrison Village. Our people just walk up the street to go get the groceries. They don't need to take the car out. They can walk to the Discovery Trail. They can walk to go to head fishing or to salmon fishing. So we're right in the action.
If I head out to Chilliwack today, I come and see you at Inglewood Courtyard. I like what I see. I make an offer. You say, yeah, let's do it. When can I move in?
To move in mid-April. Now everything's getting going. We're just getting our final certificates and permits from our architects, and we're ready to roll.
I think you got some interest out there. If you want to come out, how do we get there?
Take the number 3 road. You'll see a big banner sign saying Inglewood Village Adult Lifestyle. Follow the signs in that way, and if you miss that exit, then come on out to the Lickman Road. Go south on Lickman Road until you get to Keith Wilson. Take a left on Keith Wilson Road, and we're the end community right at the very end of Keith Wilson Road.
And like as we always say, it's so very easy to find. So listen, lots of things going on this weekend. Drop by Inglewood Courtyard. Say hi to our friends Mark and Tracy's, your sales manager out there. Take a look around. If you like what you see, make the guy an offer. I'm sure he'll let you move in by April. We're going to chat again next week on the show.
I look forward to it. And to all our listeners, this is Mark Perry, the voice of the Valley, on the Radio Real Estate Show.
For more information on Inglewood Courtyard in Chilliwack, call Mark Perry at 778-240-8513. That's 778-240-8513. Or go to inglewoodcourtyard.ca.
It's 10:31 on the Radio Real Estate Show, Saturday, March the 7th already. Tomorrow,
hard to believe it.
Daylight time is here.
Hard to believe.
Spring's on the way.
I mean, we got daffodils up in the yard. We've got
Things
tulips
are
coming out.
blooming. I know, and the Japanese cherry trees are in blossom.
I remember the first time I saw that. I was driving in Vancouver down a residential street, and I guess all the cherry trees had been blooming for quite a while, and some of them had already dropped their petals. And I'm from Winnipeg, and so I remember in the springtime we would be driving down a street in Winnipeg, and you'd see the swirling of the snow behind your car as you went, and just in the curb area.
Sure, yeah, right.
I'm driving down the street in Vancouver, and I'm seeing this swirling, and you're kind of like deja vu, like kind of, what is that? And it's all these petals, like what a change, what a just such an odd thing to happen.
Aren't you glad you moved from Winnipeg?
Absolutely. I had one of my good friends who just came back from Winnipeg with her daughter, just moved into a new place, and she said she got up in the morning and she was freezing her buns off, got on the car, got into the plane. She had landed in Abbotsford and was driving home when she's kind of like, got her sweater on, it's a little bit warm, looking at all the trees and everything. It's like, what a wonderful day. I'm ever glad to be home.
I'll bet. And then there's just a couple of weeks now to go to the official kickoff of spring, and I guess people can still beat that spring rush, eh, sure?
Yes, they can. They have to be quick, though, because houses are going quick.
They are selling, aren't they?
Very quick.
So a lot of people think, let's wait till spring. Let's talk to the realtor around springtime and think about putting the house on the market. You suggest they talk to the realtor now, beat the rush.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's starting to become a seller's market.
Yes.
So there's not
if you
in
own
a house.
If you own a single-family dwelling, pretty much anywhere in the Lower Mainland, as soon as you put it on the market, you're going to get some action.
Now, if somebody would like to have you take them around to look at places or maybe put their house on the market, what's your telephone number at your
They
office?
can always give me a call at 604-970-6789. That's 604-970-6789.
So go out with Sherry or one of our realtors on the show, find the house you like, and then you go see Bill Macklem, right, Billy?
Hopefully you see Bill first.
Oh, we'll get pre-approved.
See Bill first, and then we'll go
That's
out.
a good idea.
Yeah, we want to get them pre-qualified because we don't want to be looking at $1 million houses when they should be buying 500, and we want to looking at 500 when they should be buying $1 million.
And you said earlier, too, many moon ago, to get pre-approved, as Sherry just said first, because if you don't and you're turned down, you're going to like put a lot of people out.
Oh, like you got to think about from the perspective of sellers. Sellers got their house up for sale. They're selling it for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
They want to sell a house and move on. So when you, as a buyer, make an offer on that house, you actually take it off the market for that 5 or 7 day period while you're getting your financing. So if you're not qualified to buy a house of that caliber, or you're not able to get a mortgage at all, you've actually delayed that person from meeting her dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And you've actually now have hassled your own dreams because you've now saw a house that you no longer can afford. And so when you start looking for the homes you can afford, they won't compare with the one that you looked at. So you actually take yourself out of the market as well. So you've taken yourself out of the market, you've actually harmed the person that you have made an offer on a house that's for sale, so you've harmed them, and you've kind of wasted your realtor's time as well as your own time.
And the person down the road.
It's
sort of like a domino effect.
Exactly.
It starts with you and all the way down.
You want to be qualified.
So go see your mortgage broker first, get pre-approved?
Pre-approved, which means you've got a rate hold for 4 months. You've had a credit check pulled, so we know that you can actually qualify for the mortgage you say. So if there's any little wrinkles on your credit, if you might have bruised credit, we can show you some ways of getting it fixed so that when you do make that offer, it'll be fixed, as opposed to, oh, we have a surprise.
Oh, yeah. And then, Sherry, you call your realtor, you sit down with the realtor, you tell the realtor what you're looking for, then the hunt begins.
Absolutely, it does. And, you know, in today's market, you want a realtor who is pretty on the ball with checking the listings and maybe putting you on auto notification. So as soon as they come out, it's emailed to you. Because those sold stickers are going up really quickly. Yeah, it's not taking long, is it? You got to get in there.
And there are some multiple offers going on, too.
There are lots of multiple offers.
So, again, your number at your office?
604-970-6789. That's 604-970-6789.
And, Billy, if the people want to get pre-approved, they need to see you. How do they get hold of you?
They call us at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-home.
And you have cookies waiting.
I have cookies waiting, and you know what?
No.
And I have a team of people. So if I'm booked with you as my client, and you call and I'm not available, you can actually talk to Liz or Benta in my office.
Or we could come to your office, just sit in the corner and eat cookies.
I have a number of people who do that. They actually say, "You're out of cookies," and so my mom, who makes these cookies, has said to me a couple times, like, "I've got these cookies. Why don't you come and get them?" So I go get them. I put them in our freezer, and then when people come, I take them out.
Can you get some more of those mints?
Yes, we have some mints as well.
I like those mints. It's 10:36. This is the Radio Real Estate Show, and time now for our celebrity gossip report. I've been waiting for this all week long. Here's Sherry Brown.
Well, thank you, Tom. As most of you know, you've gotten your T4s in the mail. You've contacted your accountant. It's tax time coming up.
It's what?
Sorry to remind you, but it is tax time coming up. And a Phoenix celebrity real estate guru will spend the next 4 years in federal prison for money laundering and tax evasion. Prosecutors say the 40-year-old Tanya Marshall was sentenced for helping drug dealers buy a house and for failing to pay income tax on $1.4 million earned between 2008 and 2010. She pleaded guilty to tax evasion in November before a jury convicted her on the money laundering charges. The sentence was less than half of the 9-year prison term sought by prosecutors. She initially pleaded not guilty in the case, and the Arizona, down there, she's in Arizona, they report that she actually rose to stardom at the height of the economic turndown because she amassed a celebrity client list of Arizona athletes. So a lot of the Arizona famous athletes down there used her as a realtor. And she's also been a commentator on business and real estate for television networks, including Fox News and CNBC.
She's been a commentator on TV, and
she has.
And she just kind of forgets to pay her income tax.
She forgot to pay her income tax and helped a few drug dealers buy some houses.
And how much was the income tax you didn't file for? 1.4?
It was on 1.4 that she earned. She never paid taxes on
so
that.
So over a 2-year period, that's $700,000 a year. That's not a lot of... She's such a successful realtor.
Just chump change.
That's
not a lot of money, is it?
She's going to jail. And so just a reminder to all my realtor friends out there, pay your taxes, make sure you call your accountant
and pay your
this
taxes.
month.
And pay your taxes.
And that's my celebrity real estate gossip.
And don't forget the T and Tom stands for taxes. I pay mine because I go see Bill Macklem. He gives me some dough and I pay it.
Exactly.
Got to pay it back. So if you want to get some more celebrity real estate gossip online, please go to our website, which is RadioRealEstateShow.ca, RadioRealEstateShow.ca. And all you have to do is click on the icon on the homepage and you can get some more information. Right, Sherry?
That's right.
Now, if somebody is listening to the show today and they say, well, you know, what Mark from EA Renovations was saying was very, very interesting, but I missed part of it because somebody rang the front door and I had to go and answer the door. Is there no way they could listen to the show again?
Absolutely. You can go on to RadioRealEstateShow.ca and listen to our podcast.
It's pretty simple.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, technology's great.
You can do that.
When it works, yeah.
So why do they do that on radios? So you can just
they do now.
If you go in the tunnel, you can put it on pause.
Oh, well, there you go. Or you just get a new radio.
True.
Yeah. It's like the old cell phones. You go into the I still call it the D's tunnel. What is it? The Massey tunnel?
Massey tunnel.
And your cell phone used to cut, but the new ones, they stay right off through the whole thing.
Yes, they do.
That's right. So if we can find a radio station that would do that, we'd be in great shape.
That'd be great. Well, I understand they're going to build a new bridge. It's going to be called the Massey Tunnel Bridge.
Oh, the Massey Tunnel Bridge, yes. And for anybody who just went through the Massey Tunnel, hello, welcome to the show. We're back again. Nice to be with you. It's 10:39, and coming up in just a couple of seconds, we'll be speaking to Bill Macklem, as we do every day on the program.
We will.
Yeah, and Bill, you've got something special about seniors again, right?
Yeah, we're looking at seniors again. This, as I've said before, this is the largest wealth accumulation in the history of Canada. So people over 55 to whatever the other age is hold 45 to 55% of the wealth of the country.
55%?
Yes. And
wow.
There are no lenders that are actually looking after this segment of the population.
It seems that way in just about everything. They just don't, people hit 55 and people just don't seem to care anymore, and that's so ridiculous.
Well, what I don't understand is that, so the people that are 55 and over, the people that are in positions of power are 55 years and over.
That's right.
So, I mean, like common sense would say, gee, I'm 55, and I know what my situation is. So if I'm talking to someone that's 55 that's retired, and they have a huge value in their house, and I can't give them any money, maybe I should do something about it. Because I'm going to be there, and I'm going to need the same assistance.
And those people 55 plus are the people that are actually spending money on RVs, homes,
or helping their
renovations,
kids buy another property.
Helping their kids buy another property. So you've got some more information about these good people coming up, right?
Just that makes sense to me.
I'm
Sorry.
looking forward to that. 20 minutes before 11 o'clock, it's 10:40 on the Radio Real Estate Show. And Tom Lucas, our co-host, is Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty. Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages, will be here. He's going to pontificate just in a second or two. Good stuff. Yeah,
that's a good Scrabble word.
Is it really? I can't spell it, but that's okay. Our producer is Dwayne Bishop, and you're listening to Vancouver's original on-air open house. It's Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy, CIL 650.
If you've recently purchased or you're thinking of purchasing a house that is in dire need of some upgrades, then look no further. Hi, it's Mark from EA Renovations Limited. Fully licensed and insured, we'll turn your new house into a home you will be proud of. We do what it takes to ensure you're completely satisfied and make your renovation as painless as possible along the way. Call 604-825-0789 today or visit earenos.com to arrange your free in-home estimate.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem from Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Most people need advice on mortgage financing. We provide personal financial advice with no vested interest and at no cost. We're compensated by the lenders. We'll review your current financial situation to determine if you are ready to purchase. If not, we'll help develop a plan to put home ownership in your future. For more information, call 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
Vancouver weather.
Well, now, for the first weekend of March, it's looking pretty darn. What?
Sat on my court.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the first weekend of March already. Hard to believe, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, lots of sunshine today.
Where's the time gone?
I don't know. High's about 12, maybe 17 degrees inland, UV index of about 3, so that's kind of moderate.
And yes, and Sunday, we're looking at sunny Sunday, becoming a mix of sun and cloud in the afternoon with a high of 12. And on Monday, you're looking at a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 13, except it might be 17 inland.
And right now it is 12 degrees on the Radio Real Estate Show.
Radio Real Estate Weather is presented by Legal Shield. Have you ever tried to return a defective product and was told no? Have you been treated unfairly? Customer service a thing of the past? Know your rights. For more information about Legal Shield, visit 247legal.net.
CIL 650. If I could turn back the hand of time.
That's Tyrone Davis. Turn back the hands of time. Sort of went to the same school that Cher did. He wants to turn back the hands of time, but no.
This is spring.
Spring forward.
Yes.
Set your clocks ahead 1 hour before you go to bed tonight, which is the easiest way to do it. Otherwise, you'll get up tomorrow morning and
You'll be late.
You'll be late. Not only that, you'll be even later because you'll be resetting all of your clocks in the house.
Which could take you a couple hours.
Well, I'm up to 14 now in my place.
Jeez.
Gee whiz, I wish we could have got some more. The computer's good because it usually takes care of itself.
And the phone.
And
yes.
the coffee maker.
Right.
In the car, not
The
necessarily.
cell phone does, but not some of the phones in the house.
No.
You got to reset the ones on the house. If you have
answering service, you got to do that.
Yeah, you got to do that one there. You got to change that. Change the clock on the microwave. Change the clock on the stove.
The percolator.
Yeah. Change
All
the clock.
I know is that my car clock will be right as of tomorrow.
Why, you're setting it tonight? Or is it
No, it's just never been, I've never changed it.
Oh, you didn't change it back?
No.
I see. So, well, that's a good thing. So you've been early all your life then?
I have.
All right,
yes.
it's 10:44. So last time we're going to say this, 10:44, that's standard time. Tomorrow at this time, it'll be 11:44 daylight time.
Daylight savings time.
Daylight savings time.
DST.
We're saving daylight, but we're losing sleep.
But it's better to have the light.
But we can make that up in the fall, can't we?
If I had more money, honey, would you love me, love me, love me? If I had more money, honey, would you love me, love me, love me? If I wasn't just somebody like me.
If I had more money, honey, would you love me just a little bit more? I guess a lot of people are saying that. A lot of seniors are calling Bill Macklem these days because they hear him on the radio and they say, Bill, you sound like a good guy that you can take care of us. What kind of things are they asking you, Bill?
Well, they're asking, so a lot of people are on pensions.
Yeah.
And they're saying, like, well, I have a lady right now, house is worth probably around $700,000-800,000. She's going to sell that house. She's got about a $300,000 mortgage on it, so she's going to sell the house, have some cash. She's going to downsize, be close to the kids. So what does she qualify for? Well, we have to make sure that the income makes some sense. Well, luckily she's got a huge down payment, so lenders are a little bit more freedom or have a little bit more lax in terms of able to make some common sense decisions. So we get that. But for example, I had a lady that was approved and we had her at a variable rate. Well, variable rates today, the best ones are like 2.2, and we had her at 3.1 because she was a senior and didn't have the income, so they would give us a different rate, which is not a bad rate. It's still not a bad rate, but when you look at the rates we had 10 years ago at 7, 8, and 9%, 3.1 is a decent rate. But at the same time, you keep on looking at these interest rates and these ways of getting financing for seniors, and you wonder why there are not better programs for folks in that category. I mean, we're talking successful people. We're talking about people just retired. We're talking about people who've had the same job for 30 years and now are retiring and want to enjoy the fruits of their labor, so to speak, their equity in their homes. And banks have decided not to lend them the money anymore. It's a different process. And so one of my main sources of financing would be the reverse mortgage through CHIP, the home equity program. So that's one of the programs. We have a couple of credit unions that we'd like to deal with, and they're good quality people, and they give us some decent rates for our people. But they're not jumping to the pump, if you know what I mean. I don't mean the credit unions. I'm just talking about lenders in general. Like if you have $1 million house, they might give you $200,000. Well, if you're going to give some money to your kids to buy a house, so you're actually giving them the equity from your home today, so you can actually experience the joy of them having a home, rather than waiting for you to pass away, so then you get the equity from the home at that point in time, which could be 10 or 20 or 30 years down the road. You're actually giving the gift to them now so that you can enjoy it with them, and so the kids enjoy it.
We probably have a lot of seniors that are listening to the show today, some people that know some seniors. So what we'll do is we'll get Dwayne to take the phones off hold. And if you want to call in with the question to Bill or to Sherry or to myself, I can add to it, but give us a call, 604-280-0650, 604-280-0650. If you live out of town, it's a toll-free call. We'll pay for it, 1-877-280-0650, 1-877-280-0650. That's a long-distance toll-free call. If you'd like to know something about money available for seniors. Do you deal with any seniors in your line of work? What are you smiling at? Do you?
I do. I see a lot of seniors, and I was just going to say, actually, I do see a lot of seniors in my line of work. And one of the really frustrating things is there is no help for seniors when they are getting, older. There's no help from the government.
No.
There is a small grant that you can apply for called the Safer Grant, which will help with your housing, but you have to have under a certain amount of income to qualify for that. But other than your Canada pension and whatever you have saved, that's it. That's all you have, and maybe a couple $100 through Safer. But I get a lot of questions from seniors like, okay, I'm, the house is too big for me. I do need to sell it. All my money's in the house, and this is all I bring in this much, for a month. And what can I do with that? So it's very scary. It's some very scary times for some seniors that maybe aren't, that can't get a loan from the bank or don't have the income.
You get a lot of people that come into your office that are sort of in that situation?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what I try to do a couple of years back when we had a little bit more freedom, what we were doing is we were taking the equity out of the home. It could be $100,000, could be $300,000, could be $500,000. We would sit down with one of our financial planners, and we would set up an annuity, which means that you would take that $100,000 or $200,000 or $300,000 and make it annuities, which means that you'd have this value of this money. It will have an income stream based on the interest rate that you're getting. So it could be anywhere from 3 to 9%, depending on what your financial planner is doing. You never touch the principal, so the principal stays there forever, or as long as you want it to, and you have this little income stream that comes through. So on the reverse mortgage program, which you don't have any payments, that's not a bad way of getting some income stream. So you take the equity from your home, you're going to give some money to the kids maybe, you're going to take the money out, the rest of the money out, and you're going to put into an annuity. And I think Fred on the previous show was talking about these kinds of things. So what you do is you put that into an annuity, and now you have an income stream. So now you're able to live in your home and be comfortable and do the things you want to do. You've already helped the kids or whoever else you wanted to help. Maybe you got some debts yourself. And you're able to stay in the home until such time as it's no longer appropriate for you to be there.
Do you ever get seniors that come to you, Bill, and they say, you know what, we're happy in our home, we just need some more bucks because we want to buy a revenue property? Is that
Absolutely.
That happens too?
We're doing one right now for some folks who are buying one over on the island. So they're buying a place on the island. So they have a summer getaway, so to speak. At the same time, they have a home in the Lower Mainland, and then they want to keep that home as well. So they're looking for ways to do that. So we do some equity takeout on the existing home, use that money for the down payment on the other house, and if we have the income stream correctly calculated, they can qualify for both, and we help them get that. But sometimes they don't. So we have to use different ways of financing for them.
And then once they have their revenue property, somebody else is paying their mortgage.
Exactly.
Which is a nice thing. I should come and see you after the show because I spotted this cute little place down in White Rock Beach. Yeah.
I'm sure it's cute, and I'm sure it's little, but it better be a garage because that's all you and I could afford.
Really, eh? Can't get creative with that, huh? Not that creative.
Yeah, there's so many different ways of doing financing for seniors. I guess what I'm complaining about is the fact that there's not a much more straightforward way of doing it. We've had some banks in the past that allowed us to do that. We've had some credit unions in the past that allowed us to do those kinds of financing. But with the new regulations from the federal government, we're restricted a lot in terms of that type of financing. And it's legitimate financing. I mean, like, people should understand that when we talk about doing financing as a broker, the banks that are lending the money are the banks in Canada. Like, it's not Bill Macklum's money. It's not some broker's money. It is actually legitimate financing you're getting from a legitimate lender. All I am is your advocate, is you're kind of like your fellow guiding you through the maze of lending criteria and trying to find something that's going to meet your needs.
Interesting. You say a lot of people are coming for loans, but the rules have changed a little bit. Why do you think the banks and the government have changed the rules affecting seniors? Why would they do something like that? I'm really at odds with that. I'm thinking to myself, like, anybody that's in political power today has got to be older than 40, maybe 45. They've got to have a parent. They have to have uncles and aunts that are in this situation. And you kind of think to yourself, like, why aren't you doing something for the people that you know? The rest of Canada, like I said, 55% of the wealth of Canada is in the hands of these people. So why wouldn't you encourage these folks to be able to look after their wealth, look after their well-being? I mean, they're the ones that drive the economy of our country. I mean, they drove as you know, and you've talked about it many, many times. They drove the music industry. They've driven the recreation industry. They've driven the golfing industry, the skiing resorts. They've done all that. So, like, why aren't you looking after these people? Why do we have to wait for something drastic to happen before we react to it? What sort of things are seniors looking for? They come to see you in your office. They say, I need X amount of dollars. Can you help me out? Yes, I can. Just curious, what do you want it for? What are they telling you? Oh,
they're either helping out the kids. They want to give a gift to the kids, make sure that they've got something solid to live in. They're going to be paying off some debts because some folks are starting out life again. They might have had a death in the family. They might have lost their spouse. And so, like, they've been devastated, and now it's time to get back on track, and so they want to get going again. Or people have split, and so they're marrying at a later age. And I've had a lot of people come in at 50, 55 saying, like, I'm sorry to say this, but, we're starting life all over again. I'm sure nobody else has been 55 years of age and started life over again as a new couple. I said, you'd be surprised how many people start life over again at 55.
I'll bet.
And, like I've said to you many times, my mom's 93, going to be 94 this year. She's, sharp. She's with it. People are living longer. So just because you're 55 doesn't mean that you only got a 10-year lifespan. I mean, you probably got another 30, 40 years, maybe 50 years left.
Interesting. So there is money available for seniors?
Yes, there is.
Thank you, Bill. You can always get expert mortgage information online by visiting billymac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, MAC.com, or by calling Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
And if you're part of that 55-plus demographic and you want to find out more about money for seniors, give Bill a call. You'd be glad to talk to them.
Absolutely.
You make house calls?
I make house calls. I'm actually, when we finish here, I'm off my way to Coquitlam.
I understand Sherry's going out to Coquitlam as well.
I am.
Okay. Is there a theme going on?
I'm going to White Spring. She's going to
I'm
Starbucks.
going to Bunsen Lake.
Oh,
today.
you're jogging in the bogging.
Yes.
And you're working with a client.
I'm working with a client.
That's your story. You stick to it, man. It's 10:55. It's the Radio Real Estate Show. The next segment of our program, our home handy guy, Finn Jensen, says there are good, affordable properties to be had in Metro Vancouver.
This is Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty with Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages, our producer Dwayne Bishop, and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy CIL 650.
Home prices are out of control in Vancouver. Hi, it's Mark with EA Renovations Limited. Let us turn your basement or laneway into a beautiful new mortgage helper. Fully licensed and insured, we do what it takes to ensure you're completely satisfied. And we make your renovation as painless as possible along the way. Call 604-825-0789 today or visit earenos.com to arrange your free in-home estimate.
When you're planning a business move, here at Redpath Relocations, we understand the business. With over 35 years relocating clients all over the world, we work with you from start to finish. Our service is so good, you'll want to move again. Visit us at redpathrelocations.ca or give us a call at 604-945-9910. Make the right move by taking the Red Path. We're always ready, always reliable.
CIL 650.
This old house is getting shaky, boys. This old house is getting old. This old house flips in the rain now, and this house flips in the cold.
It's 10:56 Standard Time on the Radio Real Estate Show. Tomorrow morning at this time, it'll be 11:56.
Really?
That'll be daylight time.
Is that the same time as Saskatchewan?
Pretty much, because they don't change it there, do they?
No, they don't.
And I think it's Revelstoke in BC that doesn't change it either.
I think you're right.
I think so. It's one of those rare times in my life that I'm right.
Well, I think they don't. Don't they stay with the Alberta time?
I believe so.
Yes.
Whatever that may be. So before you go to bed tonight, set your clock.
Forward.
Forward. Ahead 1 hour. Time now for our Radio Real Estate Home Handyman. His name is Finn Jensen. We've got him on the line. Finn, good morning.
Good morning, Tom, and good morning, everyone. Recent media reviews would indicate there are no affordable properties to be had anywhere. It's true, properties are becoming more expensive wherever you look. But let's not get the impression that a good home at an affordable price is unavailable. In fact, when one looks at the whole market, there is a good supply of interesting homes at decent prices. What tends to complicate perceptions is recent history and rapid development. We cannot easily afford a home in many traditional areas due to market pressures. But this situation has also brought with it the availability of very good homes of all designs in lovely locations that we never had before, that are in many ways more livable. The day will come when people will be commenting on the same issues affecting those areas. While it is annoying for some parents to see the kids leave the area they were raised in because properties have become too expensive for first-timers, there will always be opportunities down the road. The evolution of the market will continue, and the future will certainly hold many surprises for them. This is Finn Jensen for Radio Real Estate. Talk to you next week.
The countdown to spring is underway. Get your home ready now. Call Finn at Gentech Mechanical Installations. That's 778-378-2740. 778-378-2740.
Now, I heard you mention that the countdown to spring is on. About how many weeks till spring?
Two more weeks.
2 more weeks?
2 more weeks.
We got to get ready for
I
it.
think it's the solstice, isn't it?
I think it's about time I can start bringing out those Hawaiian shirts again. We can start wearing those in the
March
spring.
21st?
March 21st.
Yeah.
Not bad, eh?
That's
for
not
an old
bad
guy?
for an old guy. You're doing pretty darn good. It's 10:58. It's the Radio Real Estate Show with Tom and Bill and Sherry and Dwayne. And before we go, we always like to talk to Sherry about some listings and open houses you have and about the real estate situation. So what's going on with you after the show?
Well, you know, me and my team are sold out of listings.
Wow.
Yes, they just went like hotcakes. So we need listings. We need listings, preferably single-family dwellings, houses in Surrey, Delta, White Rock, Cloverdale, everything's Langley, everything's a hotbed right now. If you're thinking of selling and making a change this year, don't wait till everybody else is on the market. Do it now.
We keep saying, too, that single-family homes are selling well. Then it comes to condos and townhouses. But if you live in a condo or a townhouse and you need to make a move, that you might as well just call your realtor, right?
Well, yes, and it is starting to pick up, definitely. I mean, last year, a few months ago, about 6 months ago, nothing was moving in townhouses and condos, and it is now starting to move. There is some movement in the condo and townhouse market, so get on it before everybody else does.
And the good thing too about townhouse and condo markets too is they're building new product all the time.
They are.
Yeah.
So would you recommend that if I live in a townhouse or a condo, that I should go buy my house? If I'm buying a house, buy a house now and sell my condo later, or should I sell my condo first then buy my house?
No, I think that for right now, definitely you need to have a sale. You won't get a subject to say, like, you just have to sell your condo and townhouse
But if you had a
first.
house, you could probably do that.
Yes.
But no subjects these days.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So this is pretty interesting. So, Sherry, if somebody's listening to you right now and they want to talk to you after the show, what's your number at the office?
They can give me a call at 604-970-6789. That's 604-970-6789. Or they can go to my website at sherrybrown.ca. That's SHERI Brown.ca.
And Bill Macklem, if they need to get pre-approved for a mortgage, they can call you?
604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663.
And your website is?
BillyMac.com.
Billy Mac with an I?
Not a Y.
MAC.com. Wow, another hour has gone by.
Unbelievable.
Our last show in the Standard Time Zone for this year.
So we'll be here an hour early next week.
Well, in theory, we'll be here at the same time, but it will be in reality an hour earlier. But by next Saturday, we should all be used to it, right?
Yes.
So they say.
I'm
Bill,
hoping.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
Sherry Brown, thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
Dwayne, thank you, my friend. And we've got more information coming up on Smooth and Easy CL 650, and I will talk to you on Monday afternoon at 2 o'clock. It's Tom Lucas for everybody on the show saying thank you, bye.